my piano playing people, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play the song Out of Love by Alessia Cara. Thank you guys so much for recommending this song, and let's get started and learn how to play it. So this song has a total of 6 chords, and those chords are G, A minor, B minor, C, D, and E minor. And I'm going to teach you guys how to play each chord that I just showed you. So starting with the chord of G. In the left hand, it is G and D. In the right hand, it is G, B, and D. Next is the chord of A minor. In the left hand, it is A and E. In the right hand, it is A, C, and E. Next is the chord of B minor. In the left hand, it is B and F sharp. In the right hand, it is B, D, and F sharp. Next is the chord of C. In the left hand, it is C and G. In the right hand, it is C, E, and G. Next is the chord of D. In the left hand, it is D and A. In the right hand, it is D, F sharp, and A. And lastly is the chord of E minor. In the left hand, it is E and B. In the right hand, it is E, G, and B. So that is how you play all 6 of the chords that are needed in order to play this song. And you guys might be like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of chords, but majority of the chords, so there are 3 primary chords, and those chords are G, A minor, and E minor. The rest only come in momentarily for like 1 or 2 times maybe. They're not bad, I promise you guys. So yeah, let's get on with today's video. So we're going to start with our introduction, and our introduction includes the 3 primary chords. So as I mentioned before, are G, A minor, and E minor, right? In that exact order as well. I personally like to start in middle C and then work my way to the left side of the piano when I hit the E minor to have a deeper sound, but it's all a matter of personal preference. So it goes G, you hit once, A minor you hit once, and then E minor you can hit 2 or 3 times. It really just depends on personal preference for that. I do it twice, but you guys can do it 3 times if you would like. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Right? And then you jump in on your first verse. So after you do 2 rounds of the introduction, you're going to jump into your first verse. I won't tell you I'm lonely, right? So I won't tell you I'm. So you're going to play that all on E minor, and then I'm is where you're going to jump to your G. But you can, of course, jump to the left side of the piano. It all just really depends on personal preference, as I had said before. So yeah. So I won't tell you I'm lonely, and then A minor, E minor for that little teeny tiny instrumental part. You continue holding down your E minor, 'cause it might be, and then Selfish is on G, A minor, E minor once again. I won't ask you to hold me. That same thing is just repeating, so G, A minor, E minor. And the A minor is going to come in during the little instrumental part, and then E minor is going to be there as well, and then continue on through half or like majority of the next sentence. So slowly we're going to do the first sentence in our first verse up to hold me, okay? So I won't tell you I'm lonely, 'cause it might be selfish. I won't ask you to hold me. See? And then 'cause that woman was, and then that's all in E minor as well. And then Helpless is on G. Helpless. And that's your whole first verse. So slowly together that whole thing, including the introduction. be selfish. I won't ask you to hold me, 'cause that woman was helpless. Right? And then you're going to get into your pre-chorus. So when it comes to your pre-chorus, you're going to be adding in 2 new chords. And those 2 new chords are going to be your D and your B minor. And your B minor, you're only going to use 1 time, so that's that. And yeah, so for your pre-chorus, you're going to start on your chord of D. So, there's not a thing I could say, not a song I could. And then sing is on A minor. Sing for your mind to change. Nothing can fill. Fill is back to D. Fill up the space. Won't ask. Ask is just like the only time you come on B minor. Ask you to stay. So we're going to start from nothing can fill up the space. Nothing can fill up the space. Won't ask you to stay. And then but is on A minor. But let me ask is your E minor. Ask you one thing is back to D. Thing. Slowly that whole pre-chorus together. Starting on D for theirs. There's not a thing I could say, not a song I could sing for your mind to change. Nothing can fill up the space, won't ask you to stay. But let me ask you one thing. And that's your whole pre-chorus. And now we're going to get into our chorus. So when it comes to the chorus, you guys know how that goes. Oh, when did you fall out of love with me? You guys know how that goes. So we're going to be using every chord except for the B minor because we only use the B minor that one time in our pre-chorus, okay? So for the chorus, things get a little bit different because it is practically word for word, you're changing your chords. So we're going to go through that very, very slowly. So for oh, there's nothing. So you're kind of ending off on your D where we left off in the pre-chorus. So oh, and then you jump onto your G. When did is A minor. Did. And then U is your E minor. U. So the same as the introduction, the G, A minor, E minor. Or you could go G, A minor, E minor. As per usual, it's all a preference on how you guys want to sing or hear things. So, oh, when did you? And then fall is your C. Fall out of love is G. Well, of love, yeah. And then out of is on D. Love, and love is on E minor. So slowly that whole chorus, like that one sentence in the chorus together, okay? Oh, when did you fall out of love, out of love? See, slowly, slowly. Oh, when did you fall out of love, out of love? Once again, that same playing order, okay? But for the second sentence. Oh, when did you fall out of love? And then D is for with. And then me is E minor. Me. Slowly that second sentence together. Oh, when did you fall out of love with me? Now the whole chorus together. Oh, when did you fall out of love, out of love? Oh, when how you play Out of Love by Alessia Cara, and now let's get on with our slow run through. So here is my slow run through of Out of Love by Alessia Cara. As usual, none of my feet are going to be pressing on any of the pedals on the floor. And let's get started, you guys. So starting on your chord of G. I won't tell you I'm lonely, 'cause it may be selfish. I won't ask you to hold me, 'cause that won't mend what's helpless. And there's not a thing I could say, not a song I could sing for your mind to change. Nothing can fill up the space, won't ask you to stay. But let me ask you one thing. Oh, when did you fall out of love? Out of love. Oh, when did you fall out of love with me? So that is how you play Out of Love by Alessia Cara. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section down below for songs you guys would like to learn next. Thank you all again so much for watching, and you guys can find my chord chart in the community tab on my channel. And yeah, everyone, bye, love you.